Well, there's probably no going back after reviewing a game like this. Well, I think today's the day. Everybody get your body pillows ready, because today we are gonna go full weeb. Now, if you've watched my channel before, you probably know that I really, really like rhythm games. You know what? Today, I'm in the mood for another rhythm game, something new. Why don't we go on down to my local Japanese arcade and see what they have? Okay, actually I forgot. I live in Antarctica, so I think that's gonna be a no-go. Sure is warm today, though. Believe it or not, living in Antarctica really does have benefits, but I gotta admit it is kind of a shame that we don't really have any arcades. Anyway, I guess for now, why don't we look online and see if there's something we could play here at home? Muse Dash, huh? This does look kind of interesting, and it's only $3, so why don't we try this? Let's just boot it up here and see what it's about. As soon as we get to the title screen here, the game hits you in the face with a barrage of cuteness. I mean, just look at all this animation. It is glorious. Now, before we go to pick a song, we gotta pick a character. Now, it looks like we have a bunch. There's some pretty cool designs here. Like we've got this one. This one looks like it was drawn by a little kid. I kinda like it. Oh, whoa, okay, yeah, alright, close out of that real quick. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube, so, I guess the video is canceled. So, see you later. Okay, well, I'm looking down here sort of at the progress bar, and it looks like I still have quite a bit of video time left. So, I don't know, do we just want to hang out until it's over? Okay, you know what? Fine, we'll go back to the game. This is getting really weird. So, once we've selected a character, preferably one that's safer to show on YouTube, we get to go to the song select. Now that we're here, it's time to address one of the most important aspects of any rhythm game. What songs do we got? Well, in the base game here, we've got a pretty solid selection. There's a good number of songs considering the $3 price tag, and there may even be some songs you recognize. But if you get the Justice Plan DLC, the variety really spices up. If you're a fan of rhythm games, especially, you're gonna find a lot of familiar songs here like Groove Prayer, Cheshire's Dance, and of course the legendary Freedom Dive. The original music is all great, and it fits the game really well. There's also a ton of collaboration song sets. There's stuff from Groove Coaster, Citus, even some music from this game called Dona Dona. Now, I've never heard of this Dona Dona game, but honestly, the collaboration music really slaps, so, I thought I'd look it up and see what kind of game it is. But yeah, I've got the website right here, so why don't we take a look and see? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is a hentai game. Like, just straight up. Not even like... Yeah, okay. Not even joking. This is a hentai game. Welcome to the future, people. Relatively normal rhythm games are doing collaborations with hentai games. This is honestly an amazing time to be alive. At $30, the DLC is a bit expensive compared to the base game, but it basically functions as an all-access pass. Every song pack that has been released in the past, and every pack that will be released in the future, will be yours. And they're doing a good job of updating it too. New songs are coming out all the time, as well as more characters and unlockable artwork. Anyway, let's talk about the gameplay already. I've been showing so much footage of it and it looks really confusing, so what exactly is going on with the game itself? You know, it's actually pretty simple. So you only have 2 lanes of enemies. They're the higher up ones that fly and the ones on the ground that run towards you. They all come sprinting in your direction and all you have to do is hit them in time to the music, with one button making you hit the top enemies and another button hitting the bottom enemies. Each lane does have an extra button though, so that it's easier to roll the notes when there's a big spam of them, if that makes sense. Basically, if you've ever played Taiko no Tatsujin on a console without the drum controller, or if you've played Osu Taiko, it's pretty much the same control scheme. It's a simple control scheme with effectively only 2 buttons, which makes it great for beginners. Don't be fooled though, as it can also get extremely difficult. Not quite Sound Voltex levels of difficulty, but it still has a lot of room for players to improve and take on challenging songs. Whenever I use this character though, Sleepwalker Rin, I seem to be way better at the game. Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal, I've gotten pretty good. Yeah, it's this character right here who makes me really good. Sleepwalker Girl Rin. Let's see. Sleepwalker Girl Rin will fight automatically in all stages and not be controlled by the okay. Hold on a second, let me just, yeah. That's better. Yeah, anyway, ignore that effect that she has. Yeah, I'm really good at this game, just believe me. Anyway, jokes aside, you can see here that it gets really difficult. The challenge in this game comes less from mechanical button pressing skill, but more from being able to read the notes. You'll have to keep track of enemies on each lane, some of which fly in at different angles. There's also enemies that pop up out of nowhere, and ghosts who become invisible as they get closer to you. There are bosses whose attacks you'll have to reflect back, and buzzsaws that you'll have to avoid entirely. With all the craziness going on screen, it'll be easy for you to get lost in the color if you fall behind. So, would I recommend this game? Of course I would, and honestly I'd recommend it to beginners and veterans alike. With there really only being 2 buttons to this game, it's a great first rhythm game for anyone who hasn't played one before, or someone who just has a bad sense of rhythm in general. But it's also just pure fun, with a large variety of music and boatload of unlockable content. It's a quick pick up and play rhythm game that has great variety and satisfying gameplay across all difficulties. There's even a mobile version that works just as well, and it even shares your unlocks and high scores with the Steam version, though you do have to pay for it again. But yeah, I mean, at $3 for the base game, you really can't go wrong. The anime addiction the game will give you though, that's priceless.